Size is 3" but ours happens to be 2.5". Ours has a little slot in here, so you can use a flat bar to put it in and end up unscrewing it. Other ones have like a square on the top, which you would use a wrench to open it.
You just pull this thing out, and we got the gloves right here. If you pull the other side out, pull the glove. Grab this little hose or pipe, whatever this thing is.
Go.
Alright, so you take this hose, and then you see the black drain. Unscrew it, and then you hook it on by turning it, and then you connect the other end.
So we have the funnel piece. We're gonna put this adapter on. It's made out of rubber, it's flexible. And this normally would go into a 3" diameter or a 4" diameter drain opening for the sewer. So now we connect the elbow piece for the hose. This does not have any threading inside, so it won't screw in. Just make it as snug as possible. And then screw the hose in, and we're pretty much ready to go. But because this does not fit in snugly, we might have to hold this in place. The next thing we do is, if you go back to the drain for the tanks, you have a black valve. The handle, all you have to do is pull it straight out. Not yet. We have to hold that. So we have this handle here for the black water. All you do is pull it straight out. And over here, there's a white piece of the elbow, and you can see black water going in, or the sewage water going in. Right now we don't have much sewage in our tank, so you don't see anything, but normally you can see a lot of liquid flowing through. You wait for the tank to empty, and then we can actually flush it after it's empty.
How do you know the tank is empty?
Because you won't see any more going in. It's done?
No, it's because you need to lift that, raise it up, so.
Let me get the hose.
Okay.
Now, in order to flush the tank, if you come to the left side of the RV, you'll see at the top it says tank flush. Just open the cap, and you can see where you can screw in a water hose. Now, this hose has a regulator. Don't just use any hose, because the pressure might be too high and you could damage the plumbing inside the RV. So make sure you use this special hose. Attach the hose to the tank flush, and then this end will just go to a hose bib here. And basically just turn it on. You don't have to turn it on all the way because again, we don't want to ruin any plumbing inside the RV. You don't see water going through?
No, you have to raise it because the water's just.
You sure no water is flowing?
Don't pull it. Don't pull it. You're pulling. Oh! Ew.
So it is going. You can't see water going through here?
Feel it.
You hear it.
So it is working.
So normally you put in the blue tablet in the toilet and then the water will turn blue, and then when you see blue. So we can buy another one of these that's clear. Okay.
There's still water like stuck in the bottom of it. Now I can see it coming out.
Okay. Just leave it there, Wes. So now that we've emptied and flushed the black water, we're also going to do the gray. The gray water is the water that comes out of the sink and the shower. So you're going to see a gray valve there. Pull the handle straight out.
Well, what about that?
What about what?
It's gonna fly out.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. So there are a couple gray valves. This one's labeled gray valve 2 to show that there's more than one. Pull it straight out. And you can hear the water flowing. Then there's another gray valve over here on the other side, and it says gray valve 1.
So do you have a 2 gray valve, right?
I think there's 3.
3?
Going in?
Oh, okay. So there's one over there, and then 2, 3 here. So there's 2.
Still like water stuck in.
No. Well, just let it drain as much.
Don't pull on it too much.
I'm not pulling it, I'm just raising it.
Then why they have 3 gray valves if they have all connected?
I don't know. Okay. So same thing. I'm going to flush out the gray valve.
So you have to do black water first, and then you have to do gray water, right?
The gray water helps clean out the black water.
Yeah.
So the hose is not disgusting. Okay. Eugene. So now I'm going to close the valves. Just push everything in. And that's it. Now, to fill the water tank, make sure. With water, so that we can use the toilets and the kitchen sink and the bathroom sink. I'm going to detach the hose from the tank flush. Now there are 2 caps here. One is for a direct line, so when you have hookups at a campsite, you can hook up their hose here and you can take nice long showers or use as much water as you want, because you have unlimited water, and that would go on the left side. And it says here, direct line hose hookup. Over here, this is just the freshwater tank fill, and that's what I'm going to do right now, is just make sure we have filled up our water tank inside the RV.
How long usually it takes to fill?
I don't know. But you'll know it's full because you'll see water start coming out from under here somewhere.
Okay, remember, he's not a professional.
Also, there's a way to check how much water is in the tank. If you look at the main control board, let me turn on. If you see here, it says fresh. That's how much fresh water you have in your tank. If you push that, it lights up. You can see empty, 1/3 full, 2/3, and full. So right now we're only 1/3 full, or up to 1/3, and we'll wait for the water to fill up in the tank. Here you have the black. The black is empty, the gray is empty, gray tank 2 is empty because we just flushed everything out. Okay, so we'll just wait for the water to fill up in the tank. Okay, we'll disconnect the hose that we attached earlier now that we're done flushing the tanks. Basically unscrew that. Make sure you put the cap on. I was told that if you're driving in the freeway and your cap is off, the police can ticket you and fine you for that. So make sure the cap is on. Make sure all your valves are closed. Empty the hose. Make sure there's nothing remaining inside the hose. And you can now, if you want later on, you can flush out the hose, but we already did that basically. So close up the hose and you can put it back into the bumper. Water is coming out from there. You can see that it's full. So I'm going to turn off the hose. Wesley, should we get you a hazmat suit?
Yeah.
So you saw the excess water coming out from the side of the RV. I'm here at the control board again to just check. Press the fresh water and it shows that it's full. So we are good to go. Okay. We're just putting these parts in a trash bag. And what I like to do so the water doesn't drip out is just kind of seal the trash bag. Hello. Anything, you just hose everything. Clean this too. My apartment, I like swept and mopped my apartment like twice a week. I mopped it.
How often do you sweep and mop your room? Not twice a
Mom?
week.
I do every day, yes.
We have professional cleaners too.
On?
Done.